Just over 6 years ago, I decided to not only come out on this channel, but to the world that I was a bisexual male. Then a little over a year ago, I decided to make a video called 5 Stages of Bisexuality. When I made this video, I didn't think it would do nearly as well as it did. It got over 1 million views. And at one of the moments in the video, I said, hey, anybody who's struggling with your sexuality, feel free to come and DM me and we can talk about your sexuality and how you're struggling with it and if we can get to the process of you coming out. When I made the video, I thought only a couple of people would message me and it would be an easy task of just guiding them through their sexuality journey to the point of coming out. What I didn't expect is to have the thousands of messages that I got because that video did so well. Now, I have had all sorts of questions, I have had all sorts of stories, and I have helped many of these people come out. But one of the odd things that I didn't expect to get was one question in particular. This question doesn't come from somebody who thinks they're bisexual, but comes from somebody who is actually dating somebody who is bisexual. So today we're going to talk about, my boyfriend's bisexual. What should I do?
What can I do? It's just who I am.
Hey everybody, ow! Bloody ow! Cupboard! Train! This is the worst start ever. This was meant to be all creative and nice, and now it's just ruined. Hey everybody, my name is Courtney-Jai, welcome to my channel. It is very nice to have you here. Today we are talking about being bisexual, or more so your partner being bisexual, and what kind of life or relationship that means for you. Now, I know this video can't answer every question because every situation is unique to the individual. So if any of you guys feel like I'm not giving the correct information in this video, you can feel free to DM me on any of my social media. We can have a chat, we can talk about your relationship, we can talk about your sexuality, and maybe we can get to the bottom of what you're struggling with, or maybe you just need someone to talk to kind of get over that hurdle of understanding yourself further. If we're going to start anywhere, I'm going to talk about the word bisexual. And a lot of you guys are watching this video because you don't quite understand it or you need some questions answered on it. But what I want you to ask yourself right now is, what does the word bisexual mean to you? Because for a lot of us, there's a lot of negative connotations what come with it. I can't count how many times that I've come out to somebody and the first thing they tell me is, well, you're a little bit greedy. I've even been told to people that I might be stealing someone's one true love because I can fall in love myself with that person. Because in some way, my love is inferior to other people who love. The way I like to think about it is, sexuality isn't a personality. You know, being bisexual doesn't make me any different from anybody else. It just means that I can be attracted to a man or I could be attracted to a woman. You can have the same with gay people, the same with straight people. Everybody can cheat, but it doesn't mean that it's because of their sexuality they cheat. It just means because of the person that they are. And that's where it comes down to their personality. Now, I can't group everyone's relationship into one place because everybody comes out at different points to their partner. It might be at the beginning, it might be in the middle, it might actually be the end. For me, when I came out to my girlfriend, it was right at the beginning of the relationship. It's before we got into the relationship because I didn't want there to be any secrets between us. I also wanted her to know that I was sharing this information with her because I felt she was special and she needed to know this because I wanted to make something happen with her. I wanted to be with her because I thought she was special. I just didn't want her to feel like I was inferior because of my sexuality, because then I knew that it would never work in the long run. Same as I have had friends in the past who've come out midway through their relationships and they just wanted their partner to know that how they feel doesn't affect how they feel about them, but just that they do have these feelings and they need to tell somebody and they need to share that experience with that person, because if they don't, they feel like they're living a lie. Maybe some of you were asking, why did he say the end? Because sometimes when people come out, it does end relationships. It's not always on the part of the person who actually comes out. It can be with the person who's trying to handle that person coming out to them. They feel like their relationship is a lie, or it's too much to handle, or they feel like they won't be able to last. On the other hand, it can be that the person who's coming out has decided that this relationship isn't quite what they need and they need to explore themselves before they can really commit to somebody. Coming out in a relationship can change the whole dynamic. It can mean positive things and it can also mean negative things. It might mean that you come out to your partner and your partner comes out to you. I have actually had that personally happen in the past. It could mean that you both share and explore your sexuality together. With that said, you should never feel pressured by your partner to do anything you don't want to do. If they feel like they need to explore their sexuality and that's not something you wish to do and they're adamant that your relationship won't work because of it, Do what is right for you. And this is how I mean that every relationship is different. Sometimes it can be make or break for a relationship. Sometimes it can make the bond between you a lot stronger, or it can make it so weak that it breaks. Trust and understanding is a key component of any relationship, and if you don't have it, then it just won't work. How you see your relationship comes down to you and your partner. Having that discussion and understanding that if you want to be in a relationship which is open, or if you want to be in a relationship which is monogamous, is completely down to you, and you have to do what's right for you. Now let's move on from the negativity, because I've made it sound like every person that you date who's bisexual is going to want to be with somebody else, or is going to want to explore their sexuality, and that is not necessarily true. As I said earlier, I am bisexual, and I have happily been in a relationship which is monogamous for the last 5 years. My girlfriend is amazing at understanding me as a person, and that doesn't mean that I've decided, as many people like to have that connotation with bisexuals, that we will settle down with a guy and that makes us gay, or we settle down with a woman and that makes us straight. What it just means is that we've met somebody that we're in love with. It's not coming down to that they're men or women, it comes down to the person, it comes down to the personality, it comes down to the person who makes you feel special. I have had many discussions about my sexuality with my girlfriend, and she even watches my videos on my channel in support, because she knows she's so special to me that I never lose sight of that. That is the reason why I want to be in a relationship with her. It doesn't matter if that I'm attracted to guys or girls, she makes me special, and I make her special, and together we are special. I think a lot of people look past that point, that we're not just seeking desire, flesh, and whatever people see us as the monsters that we are, but we're just people who can fall in love. And what's really important is to talk about it in relationships. A lot of people kind of skip past that phase because they're too scared to talk about anything just in case of the outcome. But if you never talk about it, how are you ever going to know how that person feels about it? It's a really easy way to have an unhealthy relationship. If you're openly talking about your feelings to your partner, they're more likely to be openly talking about their feelings to you. And in my eyes, that only builds a stronger relationship, because it builds a relationship which is built on trust and respect. So here's the kicker. When it comes down to it, really, truly, in honesty, what should you do when your partner is bisexual? You should treat them no different. You should treat them with the respect and love that they deserve. And in return, they'll treat you with the respect and love that you deserve. You should be open and honest and communicate, because that's what's important in a relationship. Then both of you together can decide how you see your futures, how you want to spend your relationship, and you can start worrying about the things that really matter, like being happy with each other. So everybody, I hope you liked the video. I think that's all I want to chat about. If you really did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me why you didn't like it in the comments below. If you want some more advice, not only from me, but other fellow bisexuals, put it in the comments below, because these guys are really active. They do help each other. Absolutely brilliant. I love them as a community, and I love them as subscribers, because they're just amazing people. And if this video did not answer all your questions, feel free to DM me on my Instagram or on my Twitter. You guys should also be following me over there, because I update you on any new videos. I'm gonna say love, peace, and chicken grease. Thank you for watching. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye!